In this video, we will be catering to three options of investing in gold, which are physical gold, digital gold, and the sovereign gold bonds. Firstly, we will be talking about investing in physical gold. Investing in physical gold means to buy the gold in physical form with the primary intention of investing in gold, be it in the form of gold bars, gold coins, gold jewelries, or any other form of gold. If a person buys physical gold, then he or she would have to pay the making charges, pay the storage and security charges, and would even have to pay a 3% GST. Next, we will be talking about investing in digital gold. Investing in digital gold, as the name suggests, is buying digital gold where one does not get the gold in the physical form, but the platform through which the digital gold has been bought would keep aside the quantity of the gold bought by the person in a safe storage, and one can get that gold to be delivered in the physical form, but there are additional charges for that. There are three companies through which we can buy digital gold: MMTC, which is a government company, and Augmont Gold Tech and Digital Gold India, which are private companies. If a person buys digital gold, then he or she would not have to pay any making charges, but just like physical gold, a person would have to pay 3% GST. In digital gold, there is also a charge called sphere cost, which includes the cost of the companies for storing our gold, cost of insurance of our gold, etc. These charges are usually between 3% to 6%. Lastly, we will be discussing about investing in sovereign gold bonds. Sovereign gold bond is a bond issued by the RBI on the behalf of the government. Each bond is equal to 1 gram of gold. These bonds can only be bought in whole numbers. A person cannot buy them in fractions. The prices of the sovereign gold bond are based on the prices of 24 karat gold. Sovereign gold bonds are purely for the purpose of investment, because in sovereign gold bonds, the government or the RBI does not keep aside any quantity of gold. It is just a gold bond, so a person cannot ask for receiving the gold physically. There is a lock-in period of 8 years, but a person gets a window after the 5th year to withdraw his or her money. This is known as the early redemption window. So the person can only withdraw the money after 5 years. However, if a person wants to sell the sovereign gold bonds, he can do so on the stock exchanges, as the sovereign gold bonds are also traded on the stock exchanges. As it is a bond, hence it is a fixed income instrument. A person gets 2.5% annual simple interest on the money he or she invests in sovereign gold bonds. This interest is taxable. As these bonds are issued by the RBI, they are considered to be extremely safe. Sovereign gold bonds also help in saving taxes and charges, as there are no making charges, no storage or security charges, and unlike buying physical gold and digital gold, one would not have to pay a 3% GST. If a person buys the sovereign gold bond through online platforms, then he would be able to buy each sovereign gold bond at a discount of 50 rupees per gram. In addition to that, if the sovereign gold bond is redeemed in the early redemption window, or if the person redeems the sovereign gold bond after the lock-in period, then the profits earned from the appreciation of the gold price are tax-free. To conclude, the best type of investment in gold is definitely sovereign gold bonds. Thank you for watching this video. I hope that you are able to understand clearly about these three options for investing in gold. The next video would be about investing in cryptocurrencies.